I feel a simultaneous clash of righteous rage and radon gas, mixed with the beast beating down blockade and a couple of gun blasts, shattering the bones of another unnamed and unreported. Don't get me wrong now, these days it's all distorted. The politicians speak lies through all the coke they've snorted, and abandon the youth movements in any form of progressing protest until everyone's caught in the subtle vortex of false responsibilities. Priorities need to be sorted. We need less phony reformers. I said we need less phony reformers and more Dudley Georges, more John Graham, Angela Davis, and Louis Riel, men and women not caught in a multimedia spell, creating a mental sphere where the commodity is fear and you can make a couple of 100,000 fake paper tokens a year. Like the head of a spear, I'll be the first to break through skin. Soon enough it'll have to let me in, cause this whole empire is built on sin. We won't believe the history spin. We'll bust through the fine there to find the rot within. It's got to begin, a real revolution blazing hot to win, to burn them and their system corrupt. When the truth starts to erupt, you'll know then that things are really heating up. See, the Canadian state's going to regret killing Harriet Nahani, because I know more than a few ready to move in a memory. We've had enough global slavery controlled by international companies. We'll bleed until the ground's red like the maple leaves were burning, and eventually the blockades will cut down the earnings. So the scum will go some other place until there's no place to go, until the whole human race realizes it's their place to say no. A divine no to the G8 neo-colonizing, and to SPP thinly disguising free trade enterprising. A divine no to the World Bank and the murder they're devising, the profit they're prizing. It all ties in, it's not surprising, like flies to the rot. They'll keep buying until the very skies have been bought, but we can organize and put a stop to the nonsense. History is clash, struggle, and resistance is a constant. We'll organize in 2010 and shut down their Olympic corporate circus, because supremacy's their creed and exploitation's their purpose. They can murder us and lock us up like Robert Lovelace is. Corporate goons and pig forces cannot stop our blazes, so face it, oppressors, when the citizens of the earth erupt, you know then that things are really, really heating up. See, the planet may be heating up, but we got bigger issues. The soil ceasing to yield from centuries of misuse. The forests are being raped so we can wipe our asses with tissues. You protest the problem, you'll be off, and no one will miss you. It's true. The path we're treading is obscene. Canada is fighting a dirty war for American gasoline, and I mean it literally. Afghanistan's a pipe dream, and it's crazy to think we're actually going to beat the Mujahideen. Kind of like believing nuclear energy is actually green, or that Mayor Larry O'Brien is a real feeling human being. What we need is more community building and healing, not more bourgeois condominiums scraping our sky with their ceilings, or more secret policing and the drugs that they're dealing. So awake, convenient illusions won't do us for long. We need to recognize that our privilege relies on wrong, committed in our name. Whether in Kandahar or Ippawash, the situation's the same. White supremacy dictates, the shade of skin seals your fate. And while the colorful bleed, certain light folks get richer, and justice preserves the whole arrangement. So let me paint you a picture. This country is approximately 4% First Nations. So why do Native people make up over 20% of the prison population? Or, when a little white girl gets lost, it's a national search. But we forgot thousands of Native kids killed by the United Church. The truth hurts, and now I know that Canada's a fraud, built on a genocide orchestrated and coordinated in the name of a European God, causing whole communities untold pain, using the darkest tools of residential schools for serially slaying, infecting children with lethal disease while they're sleeping and playing, beating them senseless as they use their own language for praying. Canada is a monster preying on those standing in its way, using alcoholic poison to destroy as they did at Hudson's Bay. And CSIS can come get me like they did Harkat and Amray. Harper can burn in hell with Trudeau, Mackenzie King, and Laurier, and all the racist bigots who built this empire. Truth is a fire and all your professional lives are going to get burned. History is a lesson, and it's a lesson we've learned too well for your liking. Guess what? We're fighting and enlightening from Quebec City to Kamloops. So you can alert your RCMP and army troops. You can kill us in our beds like you did Chairman Fred, but one revolutionary gone don't mean a revolution's dead. Our message will spread until no more blood is shed and the earth is respected. You can consider your whole crooked system rejected. So check this, we're building and rising up. And soon Babylon will surmise that their time is up. When a million voices cry, we want no more lies corrupt. You know then, when the people of the earth erupt, that things are really, really, really heating up.